that right, if that makes sense.
You know what I've just noticed?
What?
Tell me when the stream comes up.
Okay. Hold
I've
on a second.
never noticed
I'm
this
at,
before.
I'm at an ad.
And
What does it say? Like fuck Titanfall? Like in there or something?
no. Um,
Still says offline for me, so give it a sec.
that's really funny. Like, I've played the skip so many times, but I don't remember ever saying that.
Think we're ever gonna get Call of Duty 5?
What?
I'm asking.
That would be quite funny, wouldn't it? That's what
Okay.
the Sledgehammer one's gonna be.
Oh, that'd be so good. That would get me into it.
That would
That'd
actually be a pretty good way to bring the series back.
like, don't you
Maybe.
think?
That'd be quite funny. I
Okay,
never
it's
noticed
up.
that it says IW3 here. It's quite subtle, but it's behind the menu
Oh, yeah?
options. Never
it
noticed
does.
that before.
Why does it say 3?
Because it's the third one by Infinity Ward. It's a
Oh,
it's
these
a
guys
dig.
are such assholes.
I know.
These guys are scumbags. Holy shit. They have attitude problems.
But it like fades away. Like it's not there, and then it comes up if you're hanging about in the menu for too long. That is so weird. Never
I didn't
noticed
notice,
that
yeah.
before.
Is that like... Is this like a console thing?
I don't know
Or
if it's on
PC?
the console versions or not. I don't remember. I've only noticed that there now, but
Weird. That's weird.
yeah,
It's kind of a dickish move, but you know.
it's quite funny.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Alright.
I think we
Well-
should just
well-
keep all that in.
Yeah, keep all of it in.
Yeah,
Hall of Fame, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Titanfall just came out, so we figured, let's see where this all began. With the
well,
fourth
no,
game
I
of the
mean,
franchise.
this it didn't really begin here. I was thinking about installing Medal of Honor Allied Assault because that would be technically where it all began. Because a lot of those people worked on that.
In terms of like the modern iteration of like the multiplayer first-person shooter, I think
Yeah,
Call of Duty
but-
4 this is the start point.
Yes, and obviously, I don't know if people know the story. I'll say it anyway, just in case people
Go
don't know. Basically, 2015 made Medal of Honor Allied Assault, and it was great. And then a good core group of those guys split off and formed Infinity Ward. And then they did Call of Duty 1, 2, and then 4, and Modern Warfare 2. But after Modern Warfare 2, a lot of those guys, the main guys, Jason West and Ben Sampella, yeah, they got let go in a pretty dramatic way, and a lot of
Kicked
those
out?
people, yeah, a lot of those people left alongside them, and even people who didn't leave right away, like Robert Bowling, ended up leaving. So like, I don't know who's at Infinity Ward now, but like,
I don't think
it's-
anyone does at this point.
like yeah, and yeah, a lot of those people went on to form Respawn to make Titanfall, which is out this week. So I just thought it would be interesting to look at this one.
This is where, like, even if you look at Titanfall, you play Titanfall, like it is not just Call of Duty of robots, but that is where like its heritage is.
Its blood is still there,
Yeah, the
sure.
DNA is still very evident.
but
Unlike Call of Duty.
but
Sorry.
I was just gonna say Titanfall doesn't have single player, and we're gonna be showing that up first.
Yes, because, like, for the time, maybe it hasn't aged very well. Or for the time, Call of Duty 4 single player was fucking crazy.
It was amazing, yeah.
It was pretty incredible. Like, it didn't have a great story or characters or anything like that, but just what was going on in it and how like tightly paced it was, it felt really good to play.
Yeah, it's so weird playing it now because it has all the cliches that we associate with Call of Duty. Pretty,
Like, this is the first time. Like,
I know, but it just has all of it, like the loading screens here with all the maps and
oh
stuff.
man, yeah.
It's in a way it's kind of hard to go back to, and it's really strange to say because it was such a great game, and it still is such a great game. There's nothing really
Yeah.
wrong with it, but it's funny. I don't know.
It's still like historically, like when I play a Call of Duty game in the moment, what I think of it, I think this is still my favorite one in the moment that I played it.
Yeah,
But like, I wasn't a big fan of Modern Warfare 2. I thought the campaign sucked,
I like that kind of thing.
and I think the multiplayer was like it got too big for itself. If that made sense, like they started like expanding it out in the wrong way, just focusing on like the XP part of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn this down slightly,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Try We Don't Surf. Also, great names for these levels. I forgot about this stuff, but yeah.
This looked fantastic. This is one of the first.
Oh,
This is the first American level, and I remember seeing this bit for the first time and being really wowed by how it looked. And it still looks pretty good now.
yeah.
It's pretty sad to think that the graphics haven't really gotten that much better. And
Like Call of Duty, like kind of looks the same. Like
no, it doesn't look any different.
I mean, it gets a little sharper or a little better detailed, but I feel like the general art style is consistently the same.
Yeah.
Like this game, graphically, I could probably get back into and be okay with it if that makes any sense.
Just so that people know, this is the PC version, and it does look a bit sharper. Generally, so it looks better than the original. Well, not the original, the console versions, because this came out at the same time. I played this version first. Yes, that's the only way you can play it. I played this version first, and I did the unspeakable with this game. I bought it twice for full price both times.
I see. I think I'm gonna do that for Dark Souls 2 here, so it's not that crazy.
I think that's the only time I've ever done that there, because I bought this on PC first. I didn't really play 360 games at that time. I didn't have Xbox Live at the time.
Yeah.
And so I played this instead on PC and loved it. And yeah, there's basically everyone, well not everyone, but most, like a lot of people that I went to school with had it on 360, so it was a no-brainer to eventually get Xbox Live and get this game.
And I'll be in the chat if anyone wants to talk. I'll mention that. Be in the chat room. I think Call of Duty 4 was like the game, like the first Xbox 360 multiplayer thing where I was like, I need to have Xbox Live for this game.
Yeah, or
like,
Halo 3 or something.
I wasn't really into Halo 3 multiplayer, I guess was the problem.
Yeah. I like the previous generation, the PS3 and 360 generation, it can easily be split up, as far as shooters go anyway, it can be easily split up into pre and post Call of Duty 4. Like that's how much of a big difference it is. I don't want to get too far multiplayer because we'll show it off later. There's still plenty of people playing it.
Sure. But you're right, like history is divided right now in terms of like the modern HD consoles before and after Call of Duty 4.
Yeah.
And I still don't think we've found that thing that has redefined. Like, there's a lot of hype into going to Titanfall, but is not, even without having to play a full version, just playing the beta, Titanfall is not the next thing, if that makes sense.
It really isn't.
It'll probably be a great thing, but it is not the next like innovative thing that pushes the genre forward in any meaningful capacity.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, not every game needs to do that. Very few games do that. Like, maybe once every 10 years you'll get a game as influential and powerful as Call of Duty, right?
Yeah, and the weird thing about this game, I don't think this game's even particularly innovative. Like, it doesn't actually do anything new, it's just how it did it.
Yeah, it's like Gears of War wasn't innovative, but it was the one that popularized the cover-based shooter. So
yeah, and games like Batman and stuff, it's just like, it's all about execution. Do it like Batman, really well. That's more important. Don't try and make a new thing all the time.
Do it so well to the point that other people start copying it. And I think like that's Arkham Asylum, like that.
Oh,
to the point where like even other people making a game called Batman can't even get it right. If that makes sense, right?
Yeah, I think my game just crashed there. Yeah, it did. But that's alright. The stream, I think, should still be going.
So this is a really good version of the game, is what you're saying.
That's never happened before. It was stuttering quite a bit while I was playing it. That's just streaming and playing it at the same time.
You should probably, if it didn't save you, you should probably play another mission then.
Yeah, I have the one after this unlocked. So I didn't. Obviously, I played it on an older computer, and yeah, so I don't have all the levels unlocked there. I played some of it last night. They get through some of the early levels because they're not the best. The ones.
Just like, remember when that nuke went off? Like, holy shit. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
And then, like, all of your guys, like, the ending, like, everyone dies. Like, whew, Call of Duty 4 was crazy.
Just so for people to know, everyone doesn't die.
I mean,
just put that out there.
It's just like a bunch of people just get shot in the head at the end. Like, it's really crazy.
It's pretty powerful stuff.
Yeah. Because no game really got that real, if that makes sense. Like, at that time, it was like sci-fi shooters. and World War II stuff. But like this was like real, like modern day stuff. So it felt a little bit more like practical.
It actually treated it in quite a serious way too. Like the later Modern Warfare games, especially two,
Modern
it's
Warfare
just
2 just turned
so
to a
silly.
cartoon show, like Saturday
Yeah,
morning cartoon show. But like this is actually deadly serious. And like kind of has a really like impactful, meaningful message about like the war, like wars, right?
yeah.
Like and that comes across in like the quotes pretty well too. Like this the game is about warfare, but it doesn't seem to be about like saying fuck yeah, wars. Like it's very much like war is fucking awful.
Yeah.
I still really like it. Like it zooms in from that loading screen down to your character. That's great. I love that.
It's like GoldenEye.
Except GoldenEye sucks. That's
I
like
know.
greatest game ever. Hall of
this
Fame.
this was the PC demo level, so I need to tell people this story.
Okay, go
This is an
ahead.
important story. I remember thinking this game wasn't going to be very good before it came out.
You thought like it was rubbish.
Well, no, I didn't think it was going to be rubbish per se. I just
Average
thought
fall.
average fault. No, it just
What was your process behind why this game wasn't going to be great?
because I just thought it was the same game again, but set in modern day.
Mm-hmm.
Like Call of Duty at that point, we're at this point again now, but at that point after Treyarch released the third one, you're like, I think we've kind of been there, done that, guys, as far as this
Yeah.
formula goes. And when they announced what they were doing, the Modern Warfare stuff, it was a good idea, but then I thought, like after playing this demo, I thought, yeah, it's really not that different from Call of Duty 2 or whatever. So,
Yeah.
but obviously, when you actually play the full thing, like this level in the grand scheme of things, like it's action heavy. That's why they would have it as the demo, and there's not a lot of story in this level. But
Yeah.
as far as like memorable stuff, like this level doesn't actually have any of that. Like this is pretty low as far as set pieces go.
Yeah. This is mostly just like, hey, night vision's pretty cool.
Yeah, which it
Yeah.
is.
It is. It's super cool. But you're getting shot.
Yeah, this is only on normal, but it's
Yeah, sure.
stuttering up a bit. But yeah, so yeah, obviously I was wrong. I was wrong pretty quickly too. Like that intro at the start where you're taken into the backseat of the car and everything. That was really awesome.
And then like you had to jump off that boat. That was pretty good.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah,
This was like the beginning of summer blockbusters for like in terms of like set pieces and stuff like that. This was kind of like the summer blockbuster, and not necessarily the first one, but the biggest one.
yeah,
Like Halo's not the same. It's not really about set pieces. It's more about like these kind of bigger open environments,
yeah. No, it's pretty different.
and it's not super scripted in the same way. But like this happens, and it's gonna happen for everybody, and it's gonna be pretty fun until people start turning on it in a really sudden way. Whereas I think that's always been the weirder part to me is that like the sudden like how quickly people start backlashing against Call of Duty.
It was pretty quick. It was Modern Warfare 2, which is weird because that's the one with the most hype going into it, because obviously it's the sequel to this.
That was the Halo 2 of Call of
Basically,
Duty.
yeah, I have no idea where I'm going here.
I think you're supposed to go down
Go
that
downstairs
stairs
again?
back there.
See, more modern Call of Duty games don't have any backtracking at all.
And plus, where's the big like triangle over the guy saying follow? Like
Yeah,
what's-
instead you have that compass thing down at the bottom, which is much more subtle.
yeah.
I actually prefer
Follow.
that.
See, I didn't like Modern Warfare 2, but I don't think it was because like fuck Call of Duty. It's like I just don't think this is as good as the other one.
Yeah.
Like I like Black Ops, so I wasn't done with Call of Duty. I just didn't like that particular Call of Duty. But I feel like Modern Warfare 2 was the point where people are like, "Fucking Call of Duty's garbage. Like it's the worst."
Yeah.
Like, no, it's not. Like, it's still some of the best shooting on consoles. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I do feel sorry for them to an extent, like, because they can't really change the shooting model. And I don't blame them, because they kind of nailed it.
They don't really need to. Like, it's kind of flawless in a lot of respects. It's really fast and twitchy, and like, you're playing on PC, so it doesn't really come across. But like, the left trigger, right trigger thing was kind of it. Like,
Well, that's basically right mouse button, left mouse button, so it's not that
but like,
different.
so it's not the same. Like, input.
Yeah, but it's similar. It's not.
I'm not sure. Yeah, you're hitting one button then another button to do a thing.
Yeah.
But like, I know this wasn't the first game to do it. The left trigger, right trigger thing, right?
Um.
Did the other Call of
Just kind
Duties
of-
do that?
Oh yeah. All the, yeah. Oh yeah.
But like, this is the first one felt really good to do it. To me.
I don't know. They were
I didn't play a lot of
like-
the other Call of Duties because, like, I already played Medal of Honor. I liked Medal of Honor, but I was like, Call of Duty just seems like this again. Like, I don't know why I'm doing this.
That's wrong to say that.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh, that's a friendly man. Sorry. Private car.
Also, like, all gillied up. That was an incredible E3 demo.
Well, did they show it at E3?
Yeah, I was at the Microsoft press conference.
I don't remember watching. I don't remember press conferences quite that far.
Yeah.
But see, I think I played that mission without seeing that, so that was more impressive, probably to me.
Sure. I was still impressed with it when I was playing it, but I watched that demo and I'm like, holy shit.
That
This
level
looks
in
crazy.
particular has aged pretty poorly.
Sure, I would believe it, but at the time, I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, you go down again. Yeah, because you have never really seen anything quite like that before.
No.
But now it's like one of the cliches that I was mentioning earlier.
Like, even Ghosts, like, they do the same things in those, except it's just like a slightly better pace. Like, it's not that different.
Yeah.
Like Ghosts, I like Ghosts, 3 out of 5.
Well,
It's boring, like Hawkman. But I feel like it does show, like, for Call of Duty, I feel like there's starting to become a lacking of imagination about, like, how... Like, I feel like the last big one was that point system. Like, the Call of Duty coins or whatever. They used to buy whatever you want to.
and Black Ops, the first one, yeah.
I don't remember what they're called.
I think they were just called COD points.
Are they called COD points? I feel like that was the last kind of big innovation thing, and it's still not about the core gameplay. I think that's the problem where after, like, Ghosts, I was like, I still like this, but I'm not doing much else differently. Like, all the changes are just about, like, the exterior framework of the game. It's not about, like, the actual gameplay.
Yeah, but that's the bit that they almost can't change. It's very
No,
strange.
definitely.
Yeah.
But I feel like stuff like Titanfall was not a huge innovation, but they do add a few pretty core gameplay stuff that really changes how you play that game compared to other
Yeah.
Call of Duty games.
I just don't know
And I
if
think-
Call of Duty would get away with that.
I mean, at that point, it needs to be called something different.
Yeah.
Call of Duty 5, right? Oh, that'd be so good.
I think that would be quite funny. Like that would be a good. I think that would be really exciting. Like at E3
Yeah, Call
or
of Duty
something.
5. Just Call of Duty 5. No subtitle, just Call of Duty 5. That'd be great. I'd be way into that.
It's funny playing through the campaign in this and seeing like where all the multiplayer maps are. So we're now coming up on Bog.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy how similar that stuff is. Because the Call of Duty 4 multiplayer maps are pretty fantastic, but yeah, it's just
Except for the bow. I really hate that bow.
the wet one.
Sucks. This level I had a lot of trouble on because it's just so crazy. Like, this is like one of the first times where it kind of turns into a big open field. It's like you kind of have multiple points you can traverse. Like,
Yeah.
I usually go behind that fence and work my way up that way.
This is one of the first, not one of the first games, but they make a big deal of it earlier on that penetration is a thing, so that you can kill people behind certain bits of cover. I'm getting rocketed here. Yeah, so that's a thing.
It definitely is.
but,
Like, I guess Titanfall doesn't even have that. Or if it is, it's very much lesser extent than Call of Duty games nowadays.
I just
Where
can't
you can
even,
buy bullets that like penetrate better.
you just can't even imagine people using cover though in that game.
In Titanfall?
Yeah.
It's a very different game. But not. Like, if that makes sense. You're still left trigger, right triggering people, but like in the context you're doing it in, you could be in a giant robot or you could be like flying across the level.
The
Like,
tank was overrun and destroyed. I never got that before. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, did you lose?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that can happen. Yeah, if your tank
that's
gets
never
destroyed.
happened to me before. There you
Oh,
go.
really? Yeah.
Yeah. Suppose I'm just
Still
taking it
learning
too
new
slow,
things.
though.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did this game on Veteran back in the day.
I think I did too.
Pretty hard, some of it.
I think the hardest part for me was the Ferris wheel part.
Oh yeah, that's pretty hard, yeah.
That was the hardest part for me.
I was thinking towards the end there's a mission where you're timed. That's pretty difficult too. Because you have to keep going forward, obviously. This is one thing that doesn't age, makes this game not age as well. I hate respawning enemies in this game.
Yes.
It's pretty bad sometimes.
They have gone better about that in future Call of Duty games.
I think ever since Modern Warfare 2, it's been pretty solid. Particularly with the Infinity Ward stuff, I think that's the thing that Treyarch aren't as good at that.
I think I remember it most in Modern Warfare 3, but
Well, I remember.
Modern Warfare 3 was not a bad game.
Do you like that more than Modern Warfare 2?
Yes, I do.
That's weird. You're a monster.
I think Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 2 are about the same quality.
What?
Yeah, I really don't like Black Ops 2. I think it really sucks.
I like that.
Black Ops 3. Now with the news then that Call of Duty is shifting to like a 3-year development cycle of Sledgehammer becoming the third wheel.
I think that's interesting, yeah.
It could be if they actually do something with it, except now we have another year to make more things you can unlock. Like that's.
I know.
At some point, they're going to need to figure out how to make that franchise matter. Because even like I'm pretty sure Ghost didn't sell as well as Black Ops 2 did. I think I kind of predicted that was. I feel like that's every year people are like, "This is the year Call of Duty is going to sell like shit."
I think it's been declining since the first Black Ops.
It has been, but not as bad. I think Ghost was the big shift.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even talk about sales numbers for Call of Duty, which they usually do. Like even if it doesn't do as well, they usually do in some capacity.
And I feel like, even though I like Ghosts, like there's a bit of desperation in that game as far as like ideas. Is like, oh, just stick them in space. Just have a level in space. Have a level in the water. Yeah.
And those are like the worst levels. Like that stuff sucks.
Yeah, that stuff's not as good as you'd hope.
And then, but like in some ways, you can say Titanfall is just in space. Like not really. It's sci-fi, but it's not space.
Oh no, it's not literally in space. Like there are
exactly.
There are Call of Duty levels that are in space, and it's a bit much.
Yeah. It just doesn't work, and it doesn't even feel like space. So I don't even know like what the point is.
This came out in 2007.
Same year as Halo 3, right?
That makes me feel old.
Yeah.
And I'm not old. It's just I just remember getting it the day it came out. It was November 9th over here.
It's only like 3 more years until Call of Duty 4 is 10 years old.
Like that's unbelievable.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
We're old men. Not really, but we're old men.
We're old men in spirit.
Yeah. Old souls.
So
What was this thing called? War Pig?
oh yeah, and I think the next level, maybe not the next level, but the next American level is called War Pig as well. And you move along with the tank and stuff.
It's a great
like
name for a tank.
it's pretty good. Yeah, I like
Good Black Sabbath song.
it. I actually never made that connection. There you go.
No. Yeah. Also, all the weird quotes, like just super strange. Like
When you die.
helicopter just cost $10 million. Like, oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. They stopped doing that after a while. I think Modern Warfare 2 was the last one that I...
Did they not do it for Modern Warfare 3? I
Don't
really
think
do
so.
not remember.
Well, they might have.
I
But
thought they
don't
were
think
weirder
so.
in Modern Warfare 2 because like it was so tonally inconsistent with the rest of what that game was.
I don't even remember it. Like, after a while, you don't even read that stuff.
I mean, at the time I read them like, what? This is kind of serious. This is kind of weirdly philosophical for this game. But like when Modern Warfare 2 started doing, like, this doesn't make any sense because you're just basically playing GI Joes. Like, I don't.
Yeah. You're not wrong. That's a fair point.
I guess I just don't like Modern Warfare 2 because I think the story sucks. Like, actually, legitimately sucks compared to this, where it's kind of non-existent. And I think the multiplayer like expanded out the wrong way. Like instead of expanding out like more meaningful gameplay stuff, it was more just like more XP. Woo!
The kill streak stuff was pretty out there.
it got a little too out there at some points. Like that's why
It's a
kind of
ballsier
Ghost is.
sequel than you might expect, though.
Hmm?
I think it's a ballsier sequel than you would
You can
expect.
shoot down UAVs, man. 5 out of 5.
I think it's a ballsy sequel.
I think. I
Relatively.
mean, there definitely are improvements to it, but I just feel like in some ways they expanded out the
I'm
direction
not
that
saying
I
it's
wish
better, I'm
they
just
did.
saying it's a ballsy
Yeah.
sequel. They didn't do the same game again, they actually did
No,
try
they
something a
did.
bit different.
They did definitely. I'm not disagreeing with that, but that doesn't necessarily mean it worked, in my opinion.
Sure.
Oh, Price, look at that man. Look at that
He's
man.
so good.
I really hope. It's kind of part of the reason why I feel like that Sledgehammer one could be Modern Warfare 4 because he didn't show up at all in Ghosts.
But only as DLC, which is
But it's
almost a bit
DLC.
of a
Why would
wink.
they even bring him?
But it's
up?
like a wink, isn't it? Like,
Right?
I remember this guy. You're going to pay $4 for this guy.
And then next year's gonna pay $60 for this guy.
Damn right.
Yeah, this level doesn't look that bad. Like the grass looks okay.
This
Like
looks
I don't
good.
know.
That's kind of sad.
It's kind of shitty to think about. Like I guess the character models, like the faces, are kind of the part where it falls apart a little bit. In terms of
yeah, it's
environments,
not-
they
yeah.
look fine.
I know they got models and stuff. Still look pretty good. And, yeah,
They look kind of similar. Like it's kind of.
it's pretty sad.
Still, some of the best gun models though. Call of Duty games have really good gun models.
Yeah, they've always been good for that stuff. Yeah, this isn't really a mission that people really talk about that much, but it does have one thing that people might
Oh.
remember.
Oh, the good one. Holy shit. AC-130.
Well, I was thinking, no, just during this mission, this has, I think this is the first time you fight dogs in this mission.
Is it?
Yeah.
Don't remember that. I remember it more distinctly in Modern Warfare 2. Like, talking about dog killing simulator, Modern Warfare 2 is the first thing that comes to my mind.
Really.
I feel like you kill more dogs in Modern Warfare 2. I don't remember. That's probably not right, but that's what my mind categorizes that as.
You get an achievement for saving this farmer man on the 360 version, I remember.
That's right. Was Modern Warfare 3 where they stopped single player only achievements? Like, I know Treyarch stuff had multiplayer achievements, but was it Modern Warfare 3?
Infinity Ward have always been pretty stringent about that.
But I think Ghost has like the co-op achievements and stuff like that.
Aye, but
right?
well, that's a wee bit different though. Like, there's no competitive multiplayer. How about that? Like,
But still, they're making you play that shitty fucking co-op. So whatever. Like, come on.
deal with it.
Sucks. It sucks so bad.
I think it's fine.
I think I'd rather play zombies.
I'd never play Spec Ops. Not
Same.
Not Spec Ops the line, as in.
Well, that too.
That
But
too, but the Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3 co-op mode, it was quite fun.
I got all of the stars in Modern Warfare 2 Spec Ops.
See, I never did that. I never had anyone to really have their
I
persistence.
played with my
with
brother. It was pretty fun. Couch co-op stuff. Pretty good.
it. Juggernaut. I remember there was the one where you had to kill the Juggernauts with a knife or something. Is that a thing? I'm making that
It's
up.
been a while. It's been a while. I mean, it hasn't actually when you think about how quickly these games come out, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it's because there's so many.
I really hope that Sledgehammer one takes some chances. It probably won't, but I hope it does.
It'll be third person. Would that be
I mean,
enough?
I don't even know what that is at that point. Is it even Call of Duty anymore?
It's Dead Space.
I mean, it's being made by Dead Space people.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. Is it sci-fi Call of Duty? I mean, the initial rumors that came out is that's just called Modern Warfare 4. That would be pretty disappointing.
That would be pretty lame, considering I think Modern Warfare 3. Not a big fan of it, but I'm pretty happy with how they wrapped it up at least. You know?
Wrapped up all the storylines and everything. I love you can shoot the guys off the rope.
I don't think I did that, 'cause I'm dumb.
I mean, you can, but it's pretty cool.
One thing about playing this, in comparison to the other ones, this isn't very explosive. Like, this isn't as gung-ho, bang-bang as the other ones, I don't think. In retrospect, it's more reserved. Like, we're just shooting guys in the field here. You know, we're not,
Yeah.
like, blowing things up, and there's not, like, submarines flying around.
I think that's the thing. It's like, even though we pinpoint Call of Duty 4 as the point where kind of first-person shooters got really set-piecey.
Yeah.
There's not a ton of set pieces in this one still.
Well,
I
just
think
in
it
comparison, yeah.
I think it escalated with Modern Warfare 2. I think that was the point. It's like, okay. I think that's when people actually started turning on it because it got really intense about the set piece stuff.
Yeah. And
And then they were just trying to like one up themselves, like really kind of awkwardly, like we killed a guy with a nuke. Let's kill like 1 billion people with
well,
nukes. Like,
yeah, well, it's basically
let's
each
set this
level
guy on
had its
fire.
own thing. Each
Yeah.
level had its own like standout moment. Okay, I don't know. I still
and
liked it.
this doesn't really.
No. Which makes its big moments more powerful.
You're right. I remember you saying that before.
Well, you have dreams about me, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, you and Martian Queen.
This was a multiplayer
Dog.
level as well. Downpour. Good stuff.
Yep. Yeah. I think my favorite one is Overgrown.
Yeah, I'm not sure what level that would be in the campaign.
I think it's a later mission. I have no idea. I don't remember.
Probably.
I guess this also puts it kind of similar to Titanfall because the single player missions in Titanfall are just the multiplayer missions.
In quotes, single player.
I mean, it is the campaign. It is campaign, but it's multiplayer. It's bot matches, right? Like that's the thing.
It's not bot matches, it's real people, isn't it?
I mean, there are bots in every Titanfall match.
Oh yeah,
so-
but it's not. Saying it's a bot match is not right. It's
I guess I
normal
just use that
multiplayer.
term for games that used to do that, but they were just legitimately bot matches. Like, there's actually you're fighting against people, but
Yeah.
I guess in that way it's kind of like Brink, right?
Which I know you're a big fan of. Can you spend about 10 minutes talking about Brink, please?
I got all of the achievements in Brink.
I never bought Brink because I played.
I think there's something about Brink that was really appealing. Even though it wasn't great, I still kind of there's something about it that
I thought it
was
looked good
cool.
before it came out,
Yeah,
but I'm an idiot.
I bought Brink for like $10, so maybe that colored my impressions of it quite a bit.
Cool. Yeah. I played
But
it like at the time and thought it was pretty rubbish, but I did not buy it.
Yeah, there was something about Brink that was like the parkour stuff and like how multiplayer matches were structured and the kind of team balancing stuff in terms of like classes. I thought there was something really cool about Brink. Like theoretically, let's say. It doesn't realize it maybe, but there was always like that hint. There was that potential. And in some ways I think Titanfall actually kind of succeeds on that, like with the parkour stuff specifically.
Yeah.
With how bots are included in matches, like stuff like
I
that.
did quite like the character customization in Brink. That's the only thing I remember. Thinking
Yeah.
That's quite good.
Also, pretty good like menu design.
hmm
Really clean and sharp.
I just don't think splash damage makes very good shooters.
I didn't play enemy territory, so I can't comment. I know
see,
people
oh,
love.
see all those games?
Yeah.
They're the same game.
Just
Brink,
like
same
different
game.
setting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember people loving enemy territory Wolfenstein though. Was that
It's because it was free to play before free to play was even a thing.
okay? You think that's the only reason why people like it, really?
Yeah, basically because
Because I remember Quake Wars came out, and no one gave a fuck about that.
the demo for it was good though. But that was
Was
the
it?
problem. It had a really good demo level, and the rest of the game was pretty rubbish.
Yeah.
That came out around the same time as this, actually. But what was I going to say about Wolfenstein? Yeah, that was supposed to be a part of an expansion pack for Return to Castle Wolfenstein, but got cancelled, and they just said, "Oh well, we'll just release the multiplayer for free," and it was pretty successful.
Yeah.
That weird sort of way. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose that stuff is fairly ahead of its time. Not like the class-based stuff. Like there wasn't a ton of that at the time, and there was some of it. But yeah. Quake
I guess we
Wars.
should- Quake Wars. I played it on.
I liked
consoles,
it
and that was
better,
garbage.
actually. Oh, that's bad. That version, yeah.
Yeah.
The PC version's a bit better. But
Yeah.
I remember the console version had weird stuff like the vehicles were all in third person on the consoles, but like
I mean,
it was first
Halo,
person
right?
on the PC,
Yeah.
which was
Oh,
cooler.
really?
Yeah.
Really? That's
Yeah.
weird.
But like it was better on the PC because like your like dashboard like of your Jeep or whatever, you could see like you know, who's in your vehicle. It had like their names and stuff like next to their seats or whatever. Like it was cool, and but
That's
like
really
the
strange.
360 version's like, oh no, we can't have that now. We're gonna have to make it third person. So,
For the casuals.
for the casuals, yeah. And the vehicle controls, I remember being that translated very poorly to the 360. Yeah, it's a pretty shitty version of it.
I guess we should also talk about how this game affected like its main competitor at this point, Battlefield, right? Like
Yeah,
Battlefield used to be a
poorly.
very different franchise than what it is today.
Poorly. This had a bad effect on Battlefield.
Well, initially I don't think it did, because I think the Bad Company games were really cool.
Bad Company 1 came out in 2008, so it probably wasn't really affected by this, really. But Bad Company 2
I think Bad
had
Company 2
like
definitely was.
all that stuff like Modern Warfare 2. No, they didn't mention it by name, but it had that stuff like heartbeat monitors for pushes and all that stuff. It was
There's like skis. I think they're talking about like
yeah.
snowmobiles and stuff like that.
I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's kind of not. It's kind of a bit different.
I mean, that's kind of what Bad Company's thing was. It had a lighthearted tone compared to like Call of Duty, which is what set it apart. And
Yeah.
eventually, it just lost that because Battlefield 3 and 4, I really don't like either. Like I haven't played 4. I probably know I wouldn't like it. I fucking hated 3 in terms of its single player. I thought it was garbage.
I thought 4 was slightly better, but yeah, it's not much better. It's not much of an improvement.
And like I really didn't like the the Battlefield 3 multiplayer. Bad Company 2 multiplayer was kind of the pinnacle of that franchise's like multiplayer history to me.
Yeah.
I played a lot of Bad Company 2 multiplayer. I think that's like the second highest multiplayer game I played apart from like Halo Reach. So
Yeah, and Bad Company 2 is sort of a rare example of it just being flat out better than the original game in terms of multiplayer anyway. Like all that, just thought the game felt a lot better, the guns felt more powerful, like all that sort of stuff. The core game actually felt a lot better, I thought, from one game to the other, and it was pretty good to begin with, you know, don't get me wrong, but it was really good.
I think that's why when you hear us, like if you listen to Hidden Audiolog podcast, constantly like, man, I wish they'd just like make Bad Company 3. It's because Bad Company had a certain like attitude about it that separated it from everything else.
And like Battlefield 4 is the same as Battlefield 3. Like what's
it's
the
like
difference?
legitimately the same, like
Yeah.
legitimately the same game. Just in terms of like, it seems like they even like just all they did was mix around some of the loadouts and stuff like that. Like that was,
And Levolution. That's it.
yeah. I played 99 hours of Bad Company 2.
Yeah, I probably played about that much.
Played 501 hours of Halo Reach, so you know.
That's don't admit that.
Halo Reach is multiplayer is fucking fantastic. So whatever. Single player not great. Multiplayer extraordinary. Really great.
This version has leaning, the PC version. So suck
The
that.
innovative feature.
Yeah.
Fucking ghosts.
That's what we're bringing back. That's what will get them all in.
See,
all those
that's
cynical journos.
See, that's the problem, Ross Hartley, is that they know that Call of Duty needs to change, but they're doing it in the most fucking stupidest,
Silly ways, yeah.
silly ways possible. Like, they're like, okay, we know this formula's getting still, so leaning's back. Like,
You can now
you're-
mount over things faster. I don't remember ever doing that in that game.
No!
Ever.
I feel like there's less cover in Ghost than there is in any other Call of Duty game.
I don't think I've ever done that ever, and I've played loads of that game. I've never vaulted over cover. Never.
I mean, you probably have, but you don't remember it, so whatever,
No,
it's
I'm pretty sure
useless.
I've never done it.
No, straight up. You just.
Yeah.
I like Ghosts. I don't want to like. I think it's a very smooth Call of Duty experience, but it's still like the Call of Duty experience.
Yeah.
Eventually, they're going to need to change it if they want to keep that series relevant, because it has been declining. I think Ghost was kind of the big like, okay, this may be part of the reason why they decided to like switch it to like a 3-year cycle.
Yeah.
Like,
Titanfall's
okay.
not it, but there will be something that will overtake it. It's only inevitable.
It's inevitable. Like that's how the world works. Maybe it's a free-to-play shooter. Maybe
Maybe it's Destiny, I don't know.
it's Destiny. At this point, I'm pretty fucking excited about Destiny, to be honest. Because I don't really know what it is.
Yeah. You know what
It's-
it is. No. I don't.
You know what it is. but I think it's like hearing how like the Titanfall like single player, the campaign stuff, is kind of lame.
Yeah.
Like mostly a single player person, so I feel like Destiny kind of appeals to me automatically more for that reason. Also, Bungie.
Bungie fanboy.
Bungie make good video games.
I'm more excited for Halo 5 than Destiny
Really?
because I'm anti-Bungie.
Coming out this year?
I'm a Bungie hate boy.
Hey boy, Ross Hartley. Halo 5, 2014.
It's not coming out this year.
Come on,
It's not coming out this year.
it has to come out this year.
It's not coming out this year.
What's your argument about that?
Where is it?
E3, man.
No.
Even Phil Spencer says
think
Halos
about
usually
previous
have
Halo
2
games.
E3 cycles.
But
First
usually,
E3 gives you a teaser trailer, the second E3 gives you gameplay, and then it comes out that year. We're on track. We're on track.
just trying to think.
Like if Halo if like the Halo thing this year's anniversary is like anniversary 2, fuck you. No one likes Halo 2. No, I'm joking. People like Halo 2.
Only
For
for
the
the
wrong
multiplayer though.
What?
Only for the multiplayer.
Eventually, we're gonna need to get copies of Halo 2 on the PC.
I don't know
So-
if that online stuff works. I think you're right, actually.
Did they kill it?
I think they did.
Let me do a quick Google search on that. Halo 2
This is the mission.
multiplayer.
Well, not the mission, but it's one of the missions. Oh, looking at it, it doesn't even look like a real game at this point. It feels like I'm playing a fake game.
Rambo the video game.
Like no, not like a shitty game. I mean like a game that's parroting this stuff.
Because that's what's gotten to at this point, right?
Yeah. There was
This
that
is-
A-Team movie where there's like the bit where he's like using something like this, and he's like, "Oh, it's just like Call of Duty."
Oh, man, just remember like remember when you first did this and you're like, holy shit. Like it was so cool.
Well, the thing about this is gameplay-wise is not really that interesting. It's the way they use sound in this bit. It's really interesting. When you kill guys in this, you have a guy on your radio if it just says something like, "Oh, so many people killed," but he says it in such a casual, like, "Oh, you know, this is just what we do," sort of way. It's really scary and bizarre. I'm gonna just start shooting these guys.
Halo 2 multiplayer is still working on PC.
Barely.
Barely. I mean, eventually it won't, but
Okay, so you think we should get it then?
I want to get a copy and play it.
Can
Because
you
I
ask,
missed
Larry
Halo 2
for one?
multiplayer completely.
Can
Like,
I ask Larry for one?
Larry! Larry!
Bloody Larry. Love him.
Beautiful, man.
He's awesome.
I guess the one part of that whole thing that leads credence to like Halo 5 now coming out this year, 343 hasn't talked a lot about it, but they usually don't.
Yep.
And B, like there was that whole big leak thing where like it was Halo Anniversary 2 was going to be the big thing but you found that hard to believe because they're going to include Xbox One ports of Halo 1 4. Like,
Halo 3 and 4, you mean?
yeah, Halo 3 and 4, which you think
No.
is nonsense.
It's rubbish.
I remember telling you that and you were like, nope, bullshit.
Yeah, this is such a weird mission to play now.
Yeah.
You do very little in it.
But
You
it's
know,
cool, man. Like,
it looks different, and like I said, just the way those guys talk, it's strange.
and they're really
That's
serious.
how
Like,
Yeah, it's just like
they're not like, fuck yeah, we fucking
There's-
killed those bitches.
there's a wee bit of that. The guy goes kaboom, but that's about it.
He says it in such like a serious tone.
Yeah.
It's really hard. It's like, kaboom.
Direct hit.
Direct hit. Target reset. And they're like constantly talking. Like it feels real.
Yeah.
I think that was the big thing for Modern War, like for Call of Duty 4, that really separated out from other stuff in my mind. Is it felt real.
Yeah.
Like it clearly wasn't, but there was like just like the conversations these AC-130 pirates are having. It feels like something real AC-130 pirates could have. Like the conversation that I could understand, like the version of their actual conversation I can get.
Then Modern Warfare 2 was like, let's have this as a
Dumb,
kill streak.
stupid.
Let's have
It was
this as a kill streak, and it just
fucking
kills
bombs.
everything.
It takes like 10 fucking rocket launcher things to kill it. Like it's dumb. Modern Warfare 2 is such garbage.
Let's do a whole shame on that next week.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck this game.
No, can't do that. Unless you want to, but I'm not doing that.
It's
I like that game. You might like it more in retrospect.
me.
Yeah.
I remember liking Modern Warfare 3 more.
See, that's
Because it gutted most
what
of
does
that
that mean?
bullshit out.
What bullshit?
But, like this terrible kill streaks.
That's,
It
no,
gutted
it
most
had
of-
like all of that.
No.
It had like all of that. It was really, that was the worst one for it.
No.
It was.
No.
It was.
It was kind of the same thing where like I really like Black Ops 1 because it was weird.
Mhm.
But then I really don't like Black Ops 2 because I felt like it got like too serious and like too like up
I
its own
think the
ass.
first one was really serious as well. It's just you didn't really take that from it.
Dude, he was yelling, "What the numbers
I know,
mean?"
but like
It's
I think
fucking
I
dumb.
think they played that straight. It's just it's not very well done.
It's fucking. What are you talking about? It's great. What do the numbers mean? And like you walk and like all the TV
That's
screens
like
are everywhere.
that's like
That's
every
great.
single cutscene between the missions in that game.
It was great. And then like Reznov was a ghost. Like, come on, that's awesome. Oh, I
say
love
so.
Black Ops. I love Black Ops.
Do a Hall of Fame in that then.
Yeah, we'll do Black Ops Hall of Fame. Before Black Ops 3 comes out and ruins everything. Again.
Whatever. You didn't like Modern Warfare 2, and you didn't like Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 3 is gonna be good. By
Yeah.
that logic.
Ghost 2 is gonna be the worst, right?
So, yeah.
I like the big thing about Ghost was the dog, and the dog shows up for like
Couple
30
missions.
minutes total of the game. And they don't even kill it; it just disappears, which is like what you said. I believe you said, which is worse.
This
The
is
dog
worse,
just
yeah.
disappears. Yeah. Like they didn't even do anything with it.
Like it's not even in the ending or anything. It doesn't.
At least put the dog in space, for Christ's sake. Like, come
That
on.
would be funny. No, it's not funny. What I said, don't do that.
No.
No.
I feel like every time, like for these Call of Duty games nowadays, they're like written by a real movie writer, and they're always still like really shitty stories.
It actually gets worse.
It's progressed. I think Ghost is the worst one so far.
They barely try.
Okay, no, Black Ops 2 was the worst one because they actually tried. In Ghost, it's kind of non-existent.
It's really non-existent. You hunt after a man who used to be in the Ghost Squad.
You hunt after a man who caused thing to happen.
No, he used to be in your squad, but then he left, and that's about it. Then,
And you thought he was dead because your
but
father
he's
has
not, and then
Same.
you go kill him. But then it's just stop.
Just stop.
And then they're gonna make a sequel to that one. It's like, oh god.
It's inspired by Dark Souls.
Like I was really, it's inspired by Dark Souls. I was really hoping for that was gonna be a self-contained story. You know what I mean? That would have been quite
No,
nice.
but there's plot twist. See, the plot twist for like that ending credit for that game felt like Black Ops. Like he's gonna get indoctrinated now, right? Like that's the thing. He's
I
gonna-
don't know. I'm not reading into it. All I know is what I don't want a sequel to that one.
No,
No.
Ghost was kind of a misfire.
I'm firing
in terms of,
on
like,
I'm firing on
efforts.
friendly, so I wasn't paying attention there, sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
That happens.
Yeah, sure.
But
why
the
not?
friendlies like blink, and I don't think that's what would really happen. That seems I don't know.
Two Vance.
I just don't. It's a bit too convenient.
Yeah. I think you just have to be a good AC-130 pilot in real life.
Did they deliberately put these blinking lights on the American men, so the American
Because they're
AC-130
superior
men
race.
don't shoot them? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
Are
it
you in
is a real
Russia?
thing. I believe so.
Okay.
I mean, it's a modern military shooter, so here, I'm obviously going to be in the Middle East, and I'm
Middle
obviously
East or
going to be in Russia. Yeah,
What was it? Black Ops 2 China? That was the thing? That was the big... Oh no, it's
I
China.
think that was the first one. There was
Black
a bit-
Ops 1 was in Vietnam.
Black Ops 1 had a bit in Kowloon. Remember the bit in the rooftops?
I'm pretty sure Black Ops 2 is China, isn't it?
I don't know. Probably, but I mean, I just saying
I think I
that
remember
was
getting like the story choice at the end. It's like China joins you for the final fight. Fuck yeah, or something like that. I don't remember. Black Ops 2 sucks.
It was good.
The RTS missiles are garbage.
Oh
Too.
yeah, they were bad. But let's not talk about those.
Story was awful. It asked you to make like story choices, but like the story was so meaningless anyway that like that doesn't matter. It's a complete misfire.
It was a good idea.
It is, and probably would work better in like a game with a good story and characters. And like they asked you to snipe that guy at that one point, but like it's like the most clunky way possible. Like
Right, I'm gonna quit this mission because it's going on forever. But
this goes on way longer than I remember.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do multiplayer now, so
Yeah.
you'll see a black screen for a bit.
Show us the game, Ross Hartley.
Oh right, so I wasn't showing anything before.
No, this is all just a bunch of bullshit for us to talk about.
Yeah, hold on.
The mouse click looks really strange. Like the little mouse icon for your thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's really weird. Why are you quitting out?
Because it's separate executables.
What? Oh
They still do it to
God.
this day. That's always been a thing.
Really? I didn't know about that. I mean, that leads credence to like people saying that when like they boot it up in Call of Duty games, like it feels like a separate executable because it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Not a big deal.
I'm interested.
You don't have to
especially
throw your
like,
dummy out the pram yet.
Sorry.
You don't have to throw your dummy out the pram about it. You know, it's not the end of the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah, that's fine. I just didn't know that was an actual like it was an actual separate executable. I guess is the weird part.
Tell me when you see this menu.
I'd be really curious what Sledgehammer. I think Sledgehammer Call of Duty sounds at least it could be interesting.
I hope so.
Okay, I'd see it.
So we're gonna take a look at ranking
Mods?
challenges here.
Mods?
There's a mod section. This is back before they said no to all that.
Fuck you.
This has dedicated servers. It has mod support. It has the works.
Damn.
I don't have any mods. Apparently, I have mod COD Jumper version 3.1, but
Okay.
I don't remember ever downloading that. It must have been like a server that I bumped into if it had it. But
I'm guessing Titanfall doesn't have mods, right? Because it's all like separate servers, like Microsoft servers.
And Titanfall doesn't even have private matches.
Oh, really?
No. So what should I show off here? Create a class first. You have 5 slots. You can pick what weapons you want. One big gun, one small gun. Use your special grenade. There's a couple of different ones: flash, stun, smoke. You have your perks, and this was really probably not the first time in a shooter, but like definitely one of the first times that we've seen something a bit like this, especially in a multiplayer context. Your first
there was
perk,
like a progression system. Like there was
well, it
some
wasn't.
movement.
Yeah, I'll get to that.
Yeah.
Later, but just the perks, you have the fact that you were
Yeah.
applying these different perks that slightly changed your character in different ways. It just made you feel a bit more different from the next guy, and you were
And this shit got
constantly.
much more serious in future Call of Duty games. Like
Oh, yeah.
there are a gajillion. Like I look at all the perks in Ghost. Holy fuck!
Yeah, there's
There's a
loads,
lot
but I feel like they got less important over time as well.
Yeah, you just pick like Cold Blooded. Like there you go.
I don't even bother with that one. But yeah, all these ones are pretty standard. Like a lot of these ones they got rid of, like double tap. That's not one. That's one we don't see
Juggernaut.
anymore. Sonic Boom. We don't see that one anymore. Juggernaut's
Stopping
gone.
Power.
Stopping Power's gone. Sleight of Hand. I think that's
I think
still
it's,
around.
there's some. It's called something else probably.
Overkill's still around. I think. Isn't it?
Martyrdom's not in anymore.
Oh no, they got rid of that a long time ago. Extreme Conditioning, Sprint for Longer Distances, I think they still have something like that. Steady Aim, I think they still have something like that. Last Stand, no, they got rid of that.
Yeah.
Deep Impact, I think that's still around. Iron Lungs, maybe? Dead Silence, that's definitely still around. And Eavesdrop. Eavesdrop was a weird one to have in this. It allowed you to hear the enemy team, but once Party Chat was introduced in 2008, that was dead, and playing this on the PC, not that many people are going to be using mics. So.
There's a fun thing in Dark Souls 2. You can buy a Rain that the description is you can hear the voices of your enemies. Like I haven't tested it out, but I think that means you can hear people talking on their mics.
Yeah, just you know.
Yeah, yeah, that's really strange. But yeah, anyway,
I with this, so this kind of sucks about the PC version. Your multiplayer
Garbage.
character, it's garbage. Your multiplayer character is on your hard drive. It's not server side.
It's not in the cloud, Ross Harley?
No, it's not in the cloud. It's just not anywhere. It's just only it's only on your hard drive. Meaning,
Yeah.
like, if you like change computers or something, then you're gonna start over. Or
Well, you're just prestiging, man. That's all it is, right?
well, there is no prestige in this version. So when if you want to start over, then you're
Wait.
just deleting your save. Just
Wait,
doing it
there
that
are
way.
prestiges in the original Call of Duty 4, right?
Yeah, but just not in this version.
Okay, I had a weird moment of crisis there where I thought what was reality was not reality ananymore.
Yeah, it does
That's good
have
to know.
the
I'm not
leveling
crazy.
stuff, and it has all the challenges, which are pretty straightforward. Some of the challenges actually all the weapon challenges are how you get the additional attachments, but there
Yeah.
aren't that many. It's just red dot, silencer, and ACOG, and the ACOG's crap.
Oh, shut up! You don't know good.
It's very
things.
bad in this one.
You don't know good
It's very
things.
bad in this one.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
And then there's different challenges just for doing random things. Sprint for 26 miles, stab a few men. That's sort
It's
of
weird, like all of these get 150 kills with this weapon. Like in Titanfall, that's just like kill the grunts, like kill the AI stuff.
Yeah.
So like it's not actual players.
Go try and find a team deathmatch. PC version obviously uses dedicated servers, which is a curse and a blessing at the same time. It means you can see some crazy things, like there's a 60-player game there.
Snipers only.
Snipers only. Yeah, obviously the people high jump. Like people have weird things.
It's like that's kind of my experience when I played Halo 1 on the PC. Like there's some weird fucking maps out there. Like weird mods people
A
have.
lot of these are hardcore, and I hate hardcore.
Hardcore's lame. Yeah, I agree. How about just that one that says Call of Duty server? Like there's no players in it. That's fine.
That's why. Yeah, that doesn't. Forgotten Heroes team. Oh, it's ping shitty. I think I might have found one for your favorite map as well. What's your favorite map?
Oh, is it a shitty boat level?
It's the shitty boat level, yeah.
I hate the shitty boat level.
Let's show off the shitty boat level.
It's so shitty. It's all just like people throwing grenades across the level. That's all it is. And then martyrdom.
So yeah.
I think this is the only Call of Duty game where I prestige multiple times.
Yes.
I don't know when was the last time I prestiged in a Call of Duty game. Have you done it in Ghost yet?
Yep, just once.
It takes forever to level up in Ghost. It takes so.
They've made it a bit faster now
Did
because
did
they
really?
added an update that all the challenges are active at the same time now. Remember before, like some of them weren't active? I don't know if you
I don't remember that.
deeply,
I don't remember that.
but they weren't all active at the same time when the game first came out. But now they are, so it's like old Call of Duty.
So this is like just shooting other people in this game feels so good.
It's very satisfying.
Like even bots, it feels okay, but like real people, feels great.
I love just there is a simplicity to this one that makes it easy to go back to in a weird way. Like you don't need to worry about all the different kill streaks. There aren't that many weapons really.
And perks aren't crazy.
Yeah,
It feels kind of like going back to like an old school PC arena shooter in some respects. Like there's a simplicity to it that are future iterations. Which is weird because now we're having these weird comebacks of like people saying we're going back to arena shooters but not really doing it right.
so you're trying to say we're gonna have a throwback to this Call of Duty 4. That would be really strange.
wasn't that the thing that like got out like there was like the rumor of the Raven one that was like back to basics or something.
I don't know. I've never seen that rumor.
I had to
Sounds
find
shitty,
that.
though.
Call. Apart from the part where it was a Call of Duty Raven game, so you know.
Well, that sounds good. That
Yeah.
bit I'm okay with.
You like that bit?
It needs dismemberment though. Otherwise, I'm okay.
Call of Duty. It'd be nice if Raven got their chance. Make one.
I'm doing pretty good here, not to blow my own horn here, but I'm the best Call of Duty player in the world.
I saw that. You
Check out
already
my
got, like, your belt
montages. I just keep on killing Sonic 2014 over and over again. It's pretty good. Sonic 2014.
An asshole.
Sonic 2014. That's a real gamer tag. Well, not a gamer tag. PC name.
Okay, so here's it. It showed a. So it was a leaked like poster that got out. It showed like a modern military man doing his thing, and it said 11/13. It said ready to get back to basics ? So I felt like that was the part where it's like it was about getting back to kind of that old school Call of Duty 4, like kind of arena-y, simple, like in comparison multiplayer thing. Like back in the day, this was much more complicated than most of the stuff out there.
But I don't think it's as simple as we're sort of making it out.
What, Call of Duty 4?
Yeah, it's only simple in comparison to those.
I think that's the thing. Simple comparison. Like I feel like I could jump into this without very little headaches about like what perks to put on my guys, what weapons are good. Like it's kind of bare bones in comparison.
Yeah. Weird thing about the PC version, you don't vote for your map. And it's just whatever
Oh,
the
really?
server has. Yeah.
Yeah, you did pretty good there.
Yep. God of Games. Come
God
on,
of Games.
those
GameStop.
people were just terrible.
Gathering
Not gonna lie.
developers.
Sonic 2014, 2 kills, 17 deaths. Like that's unspeakably bad.
Yeah. I used to get sets like that. I'm not very good at multiplayer stuff, so. Yeah, so actually I was wrong. It didn't have the Raven emblem. It was this Neversoft emblem, so that probably would have been terrible.
And that's
right?
old. I think I've seen that. That's old.
It was last year.
Yeah, so that's in Call of Duty years. That's old.
That's like 3 games ago.
Yeah. What are you doing at this level?
Oh, the Twitch went down with me. Sorry. What level was it?
District.
That's not the one with the radio stations, is it?
Don't think so.
I have to wait for this ad until I get to look at it.
That ad, by the way, gives me money. No, it doesn't. I just
No,
say
it
it
doesn't.
every time. Should give me money. But
I'm pretty excited to get into some Titanfall with you when you get that.
I'm pretty excited to get into some Call of Duty 4. I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah? Okay. I can do that.
Some Gears of War 4 made by Black Tusk.
Oh, I mean, want to talk about a franchise that needs some innovation,
Innovation.
reinvention.
Reinvention. Rejuvenation.
Get ready to get back to basics.
Oh,
This level's okay.
no. Yeah.
I mean, most of the maps are pretty great.
I
Just that one map I
pretty
don't
good.
like.
Yeah.
That one map is like the sole exception. Well, I think that's the other part of Ghost. I fucking hate most of the maps in that game.
Yeah.
I think most of the maps kind of suck.
They're too big.
They're either too big or like are big kill zone maps. Like,
Not Killzone as in the video game franchise.
you know, it's like you got 2 buildings on either side of the map and big open middle ground. So it creates a natural like.
They're trying to kick me just because I'm God of Games. Look at this.
What?
They're trying to kick me because I'm God of Games.
Did they really kick you?
No, not yet. They're voting. They're voting for it. It's like the weakest link.
I think they are using hacks. Is that what they're thinking?
Yeah, because I'm so bloody good. It's here, foreigner, jumping in here.
Okay. Kick mod crack. Did you vote no?
Oh yeah, I had to. Vote failed. Vote failed.
I can't believe they're trying to do that.
I believe it. That's not the first time it's happened.
Oh really?
No.
Is there a chat room in this?
Oh yeah, you can just hit T and talk away. Kill a bit of random grenade. It's always fun.
You should just type in God of Games.
But I'm not. I've got 5 kills and 4 deaths. That's not God of Games.
But they were trying to kick you.
I know.
Ah, the P90 is a great weapon.
No, but then it died.
Ah, P90.
I know. But it died.
That's.
Most of the stuff that you start off with in this game is pretty amazing.
I mean, the base assault rifle is really fucking good. So.
The basic, like, the MP5 is pretty good until you get the P90. The AK is pretty good. The M4 is pretty good. Like, all those are good.
The basic assault rifle in Titanfall is pretty good because apparently that's like the only assault rifle.
It's the assault rifle.
Yeah, which is,
Yeah, kind of.
I was getting kind of bored of using it in the beta too. So if that's like the only gun.
Well,
I
you've
don't
got the best shotgun ever in a game, according to one.
See, look, you have that ACOG scope on that P90. You are king.
I'm not actually using it very much, and when I tried to use it, I died. So,
Oh, you killed like 2 guys with it. Shut up. I don't know what you're talking about. You killed 3 guys with it. Shut up.
ACOG
Shut up. ACOG is awesome. Like, I don't... What's with all this weird ACOG hate? Like, it's like super racist. Super racist.
Keep on getting killed by doggies usually.
Oh, your team's losing. Come on, God of Games.
I know. Tell me about it. They're trying to kick me.
Again?
I'm such a threat. No, not again. But just they were.
That guy's using aimbots. Doggy.
Doggy? Maybe I
Oh,
should
yeah.
take a look at his kill cams and actually investigate.
I have no idea, but I'm just saying. I like accusing people of aimbots.
Oh yeah, it's good. Cheats made their way into the console version of this game. Like
Oh,
people
really?
hacking into it, yeah, it's pretty dirty.
Weird.
Oh no, there's an evil helicopter outside.
Helicopters were pretty easy to take down still, if you focus fire on them. You didn't need to carry a rocket launcher around. The font for the C4 is really strange.
At the bottom?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Trusty.
I like it that there's night vision goggles, but like you never ever need night vision
Oh
goggles.
no, absolutely pointless. Even on
Anywhere in
that
the
last-
multiplayer.
Last level. See, I'm too impatient, you know, I shouldn't have walked out, you know, while the helicopter's out, but, you know, just did.
You're a multiplayer, man. That's what you got to do. You have to shoot people.
Exactly, it's my job.
You should have been shooting at the helicopter. It's pretty easy to take it down with basic
Yeah, I
weapons.
kind of forgot how that worked in this.
That's kind of the problem. Like, I think that's another thing about like why I dislike Call of Duty games going forward is that like first it focused more on air stuff, and the air stuff was kind of hard to take down if you didn't carry a dedicated rocket launcher.
Yeah, that's one of the good things about Ghosts.
But then they replaced with shitty mines on the ground that are hard to see.
I don't mind that. Well, no, these games have always had that, so that's not new.
I think they're worse than Ghosts.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a good thing about Ghosts, but I think that's another thing why Titanfall kind of feels like it kind of coming back to Call of Duty 4 in some respects. That like you can still take down a Titan without like dedicated, and like every character gets a dedicated like anti-Titan weapon. So, and then you can climb on them and shoot them and stuff like that. So, there's plenty of options. Oh look, they're kicking someone else now. They're trying to kick
Yeah.
someone else.
Because he's too good.
He's too good.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Just kick Doggy from the other team.
Yeah, kick Doggy. Do a kick flip for Doggy.
Yeah, Senad was the top guy on my team, so that's why they were trying to kick him.
They're being dicks. PC gamers are awful. Like, whatever. Console gamers are awful. They're both awful in their own special snowflake ways.
I could change my class here, but...
Your ping's pretty good,
Ping's not bad considering I'm streaming. Yeah.
since you're doing it from the British Isles.
Well, no, just the fact that I'm streaming.
Oh, you tried that and shut your dick.
No, I didn't hit enter, don't worry.
You're pretty close.
Yeah.
It's really weird. They give you 5 different classes, but I think this was the Call of Duty game where you didn't really need 5 different class slots.
No. I'll use something
Maybe
like
3?
crazy. I'll use the RPD.
Whoa! See, when my dad used to play Call of Duty, he would always go for the big heavy machine guns because he hated reloading.
Valid.
I can't understand because that's like an extra level of like micromanaging that maybe is hard for people to like grasp that strategy. But I feel like Call of Duty 4 was the game that kind of started my bad habit in games nowadays where I reload every time I kill somebody. It's a bad habit.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I've always been bad for that, I suppose.
Yeah. I feel about the RPD. I feel about the big heavy machine gun.
This is the best one in the game.
First one.
No, the first one's the M249. So.
Oh, is this like the big like Russian version?
Yeah.
Yeah. The AK version.
The terrorist version.
Yeah.
This is a pretty good map, but it has a kill zone in the middle. But this
Yeah,
this is well designed though, because it has that tunnel that goes between
well, there's a
the
bunch
two.
of different ways. There's a bunch of different ways, and there's a lot of cover in between.
Yeah,
So it's not that bad.
yeah.
But like in Ghost, there's at least 2 maps that are kind of bad about it.
Enemy helicopter inbound.
They have a helicopter already. Who's the god of games and everything? It's definitely not Sonic 2014.
It's
anyway.
Doggy again.
No, Doggy's my team. It's Senna, the guy they're trying to kick. Maybe he is a hacker.
Oh, yeah. So when you get kicked from a lobby, does it like just ban your IP or something, or
Yeah, then they could just go to a different server and do it all over again. That's what.
do all terrible things to other people?
Everyone's voting yes to get rid of him.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's
It is.
terrible.
No, that's PC game. If you don't like
That's
it,
terrible.
but he's just gonna move over to another game and run that game.
Get banned everywhere.
Yeah, get banned everywhere for being too good. It's like what they do in the casinos, isn't it?
Oh, that's so terrible. That's It's kind of ugly. What's going
Not
on
into
in the game right now? No, not really. It's kind of disgusting. Makes me feel bad.
It's not real.
Like if someone's really too good, I just leave.
RBD is pretty good.
Wait, how many votes would it take to kick somebody?
I don't know. Not enough for him.
That was like a lot of votes. So. What's the? Is this 12v12?
I don't know what the server set to.
I mean, consoles. Do you remember? What
It
it
was
was?
6v6.
Was it 6v6? Really?
Yeah.
Is that what
Like-
Titanfall is?
Yeah.
And people were like pissed off?
Yeah. Well, there was Ground War, which is like 9v9.
UAV is airborne.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Halo got to like 8v8. That's the standard.
Yeah. But these maps are a bit smaller, I think, than Halo generally.
And like evasion maps were like 12 on 12 or 6 or something crazy. They've been saying some weird stuff about Halo 5. I don't know if you're keeping up about some like more hidden developer tweet stuff.
No.
Apparently, the main multiplayer designer guy was like, "I think we made some mistakes with Halo 4 multiplayer. I think we're gonna get back to
did.
more like." Did you even play it?
Wait a
And you don't like Halo multiplayer anyway. But they're like, "I think we should get back to more like arena-based combat stuff." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, I think you should, because Quake 3 was a pretty cool game.
No, it wasn't. What are you talking about? Quake 2 was better.
UAV is airborne.
It's got a better soundtrack.
I've never played Quake 2. Quake 4 though, that's where the multiplayer is at.
We lost again.
You should just leave the lobby.
No, look at him. He is hacking 29 and 2 deaths.
What? He's a filthy hacker.
Yeah, sitting there.
Anybody, have you seen any of like his kill feeds? See if like it's legitimate.
I don't know if he's been killing me. He probably has been. I just haven't noticed.
29 and 2, Jesus.
We'll probably
Come
do. This is cracked TDM. I just realised. So this is for pirates. So it's quite funny.
Oh, is it real? You're playing with pirates?
Yeah, I'm playing with pirates, but I've got a legit copy. I have this on disc. Crazy,
Damn.
I know. But yeah, PC games usually come out on discs. You still do that a fair bit over here, but in the US apparently they've kind of killed that.
Yeah.
We'll do one more match and probably
Yeah.
wrap it up.
Sounds about right to me.
Obviously,
watching
there's
this
other
kind
modes. There's Search and Destroy, which is like Counter-Strike. There's Domination, which is the control point mode. Normal Deathmatch, or Free-for-Alls they call it in this. Headquarters, which is good. It was like just one control point, but it was kept on moving around the map. It's pretty cool.
I think Headquarters is one of my favorite Call of Duty modes.
Which isn't in Ghosts.
We've taken
Yeah,
So
Ghost
I can't
sucks.
say.
Call of Duty sucked this year.
I wouldn't go after it.
Good joke.
Oh,
I'm
he killed me
joking
at Last Stand.
Does that piss you off?
No, it doesn't piss me off. It's just like, you know, he outplayed me.
This is kind of a ghosty like map. It's really big for the amount of people that are in it.
But
But
it's
still
cover.
works. Yeah. It feels big, but there's stuff in it.
Boop.
Our UAV is online.
Nope, that's not a guy. That's a guy. Yeah, your last stand didn't work that time. Did it, boyo?
Boy. Did you get if you got killed someone in last stand? Did it bring you back to life? Or am I crazy?
No, we're not playing Borderlands.
Oh, is that Borderlands?
Yeah.
Damn it. Borderlands sucks. Never do a Hall of Fame of Borderlands.
I'm doing it.
No.
Look for it next week.
Fuck you.
I'll do
I'm
it
not
by
talking about your
myself.
bad games
It's gonna
here.
be a solo.
What's a terrible game? Why would you play it?
That's terrible game. It's in my top 10 favorite games of 2009. I was gonna say 20.
I mean, there was like nothing else that year, right? So whatever.
Red Faction Gorilla, which I might actually legit do one for that. If there's the time calls for it, because that's a great game.
Best demo ever made, but I didn't get very far in the real game.
Great game.
Didn't falling into those holes kill you?
Yes, it does. It's the best way to get the challenge. There's a challenge that's like
Before the
fall
fall.
to your death. Yeah. Speaking of challenges, I just finished on there, which is pretty dope.
Yeah.
Has the best like challenge finish and level up noises ever. They've never been able to top it since. With their
Nope.
or
It
whatever.
always got worse, progressively worse.
It's just that they're weird. It's like a mix between like a guitar riff and like an eagle taking off. Like it's just
No.
not even that. Hard to explain, but you can hear it. It's good. It's memorable.
I really wish there was a Call of Duty game that made me excited about this, because like Titanfall is pretty cool, but it's not the same, you know? At some point Titanfall was like, it adds other stuff to it, but it kind of distills, like I even remember you talking about like, you weren't really excited about getting to the actual mechs, you were probably just going to stay on foot, right? Mm-hmm. Like that was the thing, like, there's something really cool about just infantry versus infantry stuff.
Our
Yeah.
UAV is online.
Yeah.
Is that
I
kill
mean,
cam similar lucky?
yeah. It's because that guy's a hacker.
Was he legitimately?
That's the guy that they keep on trying to kick. Well, that's one of the guys they keep on trying to kick. Probably because he's a lag switching bit.
I don't really know why you would do that anymore, right? Like that, like it's so meaningless. On like nowadays, it's so meaningless. Like you don't give a fuck about Call-
Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's what it sounds like.
Our UAV is online.
Crash and butter, kick that shit. Kick that shit in.
Take that shit in. Look at you, just like fucking firing from the hip, murdering everybody.
The MP5's awesome.
I think most of the guns in this game are pretty good.
I think the MP5 in this sounds exactly the same one. It's actually the same as it did in Die Hard, which makes it even better. It sounds almost the same. Like if they ripped that sound out of it or something. It's very good. Yeah, I tried doing that again, but it didn't work.
No.
I'm gonna choose one of the default classes here. Let's be mad. I'll be a sniper. Ooh, I'll do something forbidden. I already have a beast snipers, but yeah, let's do
Call of
it.
Duty 4 was the game where I actually I got pretty decent at sniping.
It's not that hard.
No, so that's why I kind of like it.
It's pretty much hit scan in this. You don't need to lead shots or anything.
Whoa.
What?
Hit scans? That's advanced language.
Is it?
I think so.
Our UAV is online.
I mean, maybe it is
No one
for
talked
your
about hit
old.
scans during
Maybe
press-
it is for your old man, but it's not for me.
I'm an old man. I'm an old man.
Oh, missed. Oh, missed. I'm terrible at this.
Apparently there's a sniper rifle in Titanfall. I used it for like a second. Don't know. I don't think that's the game where you snipe people.
No, but they need to
Everyone's
put that
moving
in
too
there
quickly.
to appease the snipe bros. Speaking of which, Sniper Elite free coming out this year.
Sucks.
That's not true.
Well, I mean, you don't know yet.
I doubt it if they're just gonna do more of the same. If
I mean, that
they're
was the
doing
zombies one, right?
it. No, but the V2 was good. The normal one was good.
I'm gonna be honest. Watching you play this kind of makes me want to play Titanfall.
Not Call of Duty.
No.
Oh, I got the final kill with the sniper rifle.
Oh,
Take that.
damn. God of games.
Idiot, press F1. Make me. There you go. Right, that's the end of that.
Did your team win?
Oh yeah, it was
Nice.
perfect.
There's some good. That's the fun part about like idiot plus F1. I do like the Xbox record that stuff because then those kill cams you can share to the world, like those really dumb kill cams you can share to the world.
Yep,
It's fun.
it is. So there we go. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Garbage.
Classic. Still holds up. Maybe a bit too well. Kind of reminds you that they haven't changed this stuff in nearly 7 years.
Yeah.
For me, it's weirdly nostalgic in
Me
a
too.
way that most games aren't.
Yeah.
It was a big deal, and if you didn't play it when it first came out, then you missed out.
But you're still kind of playing the same game, so whatever.
No, I mean there are people just that haven't touched this stuff at all.
Call
But
of
I think
Duty?
even if you play it later, you don't get the same effect.
Oh, definitely. It was very like there was a moment in time where Call of Duty 4 was the biggest thing.
Like, there was a little while after this game when stuff like Conflict Denied Ops came out, and you're like, what the hell's going on here? This is not acceptable. We're past this now. You can't.
We're done.
Can't release these anymore. So there you go. Thanks for
You know what?
watching.
Did Call of Duty 4 come out after Halo 3?
It did. Yeah, a couple of months.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. September is Halo.
Yeah.
Right?
I remember it was a big deal for this was like reach #1 on Xbox Live.
Beat out Halo?
Yeah, it beat out Halo.
Damn.
Yeah. With good
Sounds
reason.
about right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's better.
Make sure to go check out www.hiddenaudiolog.com to check out other Hall of Fame features and other fun reviews and stuff like that. More video game content. Thank you folks for watching this Hall of Fame about one of the most influential shooters of all time.
Indeed.
And also a pretty good game.
That helps.